name's Steph, welcome to my channel. At the moment I'm trying to knit up my own summer wardrobe. I'm using my knitting machine mostly to save time. So last time I made this cute little top and I think it worked out quite well. So I'm doing a bit of an experiment today. So I have a Knitleader that I barely use and I have this sewn pattern. Now the pattern's for a jumpsuit but I just want to knit the shorts. So I'm going to try and trace the pattern onto my Knitleader and see if I can knit it up from that. Hopefully I can, because that will be a game changer. So let's see how we get on. Alright, so I'm just going to trace my pattern in my size. I'm going to add a little bit of length just because I prefer my shorts a little bit longer, and also want to make sure I've got enough room for a hung hem at the end, at the bottom I should say. I'm using a water-based pen so it's easy to wipe off. Actually, I'm just using one of my son's colouring pens. So just make sure if you do this, don't use a Sharpie or anything like that. Now, just label that. Okay. Gauge swatch. It's 14.4 centimeters across 40 rows, which means that I need to use number 144 on the I'm not sure what these are called, rulers, to show me how I need to cast on and cast off and such. For the length, it's 14.7 across 60 rows, so I just need to put that into my Knitleader and I should be able to get the right size garment. Okay, so you just pull this sheet through and make sure you've got it straight. That looks straight to me. Pull it down to the end and then you just follow these lines and that's how many you need to cast on. The bottom shows you the stitch count and you just follow it along. The Knitleader made such a big difference in shaping, so I'm going to be using that like all the time now. I didn't have to follow a written pattern, I didn't have to remember where I was, I just followed the lines and it turned out fab. The shaping is exactly like the paper pattern, so I'm amazed. I'm good. I don't know why I don't use this like all the time. The shorts themselves are a bit hit and miss. They are the most comfortable thing I own, so I will be wearing them a lot. But the colour, I'm not sure I love it. And the fit, for some reason, the waistband is so high up. I think it's the same in the paper pattern. I think because it's a jumpsuit, so you're supposed to attach it to a top, not just a tie. So I should have thought about that really. Other than that, I'm happy with it. I'll still wear them around the house even if I don't adjust them. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've got any tips for the Knitleader or knitting machines in general, or how to make these a bit more flattering, then I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want to see what I make next.